Viewtiful Joe is a GameCube and PlayStation 2 game from 2003, which spawned two major sequels, as well as other spin-offs and adaptations. The game is played as a platforming beat-em-up, which was extra fun for me because it felt like Capcom returning to some of its roots. Capcom is, after all, responsible for the Final Fight franchise, as well as other popular 90s beat-em-up titles and platformers. This footage is for the GameCube version of the game, but it was recorded via an emulator because my disc is scratched, unfortunately. The gameplay is a ton of fun, and the game looks gorgeous. Always receiving high marks for its unique visual style, I'll touch on that later, but first, let me see if the gameplay holds up. In the game, Joe can punch and kick his way through enemies, and you'll also receive various unlockable upgrades along the way, such as bombs and boomerangs. You also receive slow motion, zoom in, and super speed powers called VFX powers, which play to the game's theme, which I'll get to later. These VFX powers also control other environmental objects when activated. The big downside to the gameplay, for me, was that the game seemed to be tough as nails or softer than a marshmallow, with no in-between. The difficulty options are either Kid Mode or Adult Mode. Kid Mode gives you a ton of health and lowers the number of hits enemies take, as well, I believe, as letting VFX powers last longer. The other mode feels like enemies take a lot longer to kill, and you start out with much less health. Since this is the first time I played the game, I ended up going with Kid Mode just to get the hang of things. But I don't think it would take much to graduate to Adult Mode. The game is broken up into themed levels described as episodes, and it takes place on a linear 2D plane that's given a 3D feel. These days we call these games 2.5D. Still, in 2003, it wasn't the most common visual style, and while it wasn't revolutionary either, it was pleasing to the eye. The game uses a cel-shaded art style along with visuals meant to make the player feel like they've been pulled directly into a film. The storytelling has sometimes corny narration to make players feel like they're part of a cheesy 1950s sci-fi flick or a Saturday morning cartoon, something along those lines. The music is good, but as is often the case, nothing jumped out at me or wowed me while I played this game. It's just suitable background noise. The sound effects are varied enough to not get annoying, but also nothing made me take pause. The sounds fit well, there are audible cues to let you know when you can activate certain powers and do certain moves, but nothing jumps out to me as a trademark sound that I will forever associate with Viewtiful Joe. The story, however, the story is what sets up Viewtiful Joe and the entire theme of the game. You play as Joe, a movie buff with a girlfriend who he'd rather would stop distracting him so he can watch the movie. The manual has an excellent summary of the introduction, but the intro is so good, why not just let it play here?
Captain Blue fights with every ounce of his being. He fights against the dark forces of evil, for what is right. This is all that Blue has ever wanted, to do the right thing.
Come on, Blue! You have to save the world! We can't do it without you!
Joe, is this your idea of a date movie? I had a more romantic time eating popcorn in the lobby. Joe, honey, oh, why don't you show me some off-screen action?
Whoa, Sylvia! Cut it out! I said cut it out! They don't show these old movies all the time, you know. I've been looking forward to this forever.
Well, I've been looking forward to this for a long time, too. We haven't been out on a date in forever.
Hey, stop that! This is the best part.
The dark side prevails. Now you've seen just how flimsy your sense of justice is, Captain Blue. Now I rule this one. The world is mine.
Go away!
Come on!
And thus, Captain Blue was brought to his end. Goodbye, beautiful world. Nothing will ever be the same again.
Oh, man. I missed the most important part.
Hey, I've seen this scene before.
You know why? Because this flick hit the screens way back when we were still little babies.
But that guy in the blue mask, I know I've seen him somewhere.
The girl is mine and shall serve as the object of my revenge.
Wow, that was unreal. What the heck?
What's going on? Let go of me! Joe, do something!
Well, what's happening? It's Six Machine. Hey, hey, hey! Whoa, 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 Hey, wait a minute. Am I inside the movie?
Correct, my young friend. I am Captain Blue. I am no longer able to fight because I have been defeated. You must take my place as the new action hero.
That voice, it really is Captain Blue. Whoa! Hey, can I get your autograph?
No, I am already gone. I beg of you to take up the torch of justice, young movie lover. Now go. The world is in danger. Your lady friend is waiting for you.
Cool. A real V-Watch. I always wanted to try one on.
So when it comes to visual style, Viewtiful Joe has it. The 2.5D playstyle is a bunch of fun and pulled off extremely well, but the classic platforming beat-em-up gameplay is still all there. And playing this game as a fan of beat-em-ups is satisfying and rewarding all on its own, even if I did have to start in kid mode. The story advances as you play through the game, and even though it feels a bit like a goofy B-movie, it's supposed to. So go on, give Viewtiful Joe a good look and see if you get sucked into our story so far. Hey everybody, thanks for watching episode number 79 of Our Story So Far TV. This one might have been a little bit short this week, but I wanted to pivot. I think I'm gonna start doing weekly episodes of Our Story So Far, at least for a while. Let's see how that goes. If you want to know more about Our Story So Far, you can check out ourstorysofar.tv or just browse more videos here on the channel. If you want to know more about me, I'm Garrett at NewAngel on Twitter, that's NUANGEL. For the last couple years, I've been doing this show on a bi-weekly basis, but I think we're going to try and do weekly. Let's see what happens. So until next time, take care of yourself.